That's hilarious. Yeah, well, I've had plenty of that. I mean, it was like, what, last year at New Year's, you're freaking sick, and this is '08 to '09 New Year's, and you're sick at home.
This year.
Yeah, '08 to '09, and you're sick at home and not
105
able to
fever.
do anything,
Awesome.
and you get the phone call at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning from your brother. And I have this thing where I will call my brother, and it's like stupid human pet tricks again, or strange shit that happens to your brother. So I'll pick up the phone and be like, Cam, it's Chris. Uh, Strange shit that happens to your brother. He gets drunk on New Year's night, gets to the top of a building in downtown LA, jumps a fence, strips down to his boxer shorts, and sits in a spa for 2 hours and gets trapped and cannot get off the top of this building. And I'm calling my brother from downtown LA who is living in Long Beach, like, I don't know what to do.
Like I was your consigliere.
Right.
Like I would be like, I'll just send the chopper.
Like, look, dude, I'm married, but I will never call my wife and be like, so I did typical dumb shit, Chris shit, and give me some advice, because my wife's advice is get a lawyer because we're getting divorced. You're a fucking ass. Ooh, by the way, I called my wife, and you know what? She doesn't even give a shit that I'm trapped on the building. I'm like, honey, I'm trapped on the building. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to jump to get off the top of this building. And my wife goes, Chris, wait a sec. What are you wearing? Because, my wife's concern is that I'm either unfashionably drunk on the top of this building
Dripping wet.
or I'm naked. But I was not naked. So my brother can't do anything. And eventually I did get let off the top of the building, but that's the kind of shit that happens to Chris.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, in September, I was up in Bakersfield, and my buddy Matt decided it would be a great idea. Well, I would say Matt, Steve, and myself had this great idea. Hey, dude, we're at a conference. We don't need to go to the bar because it costs a lot of fucking money to buy drinks at a bar. So we're going to get smart. We're going to go to the liquor store, buy huge bottles of alcohol, and we're going to buy some sodas, and let's go to Circle K and get the 32-ounce Thirst Buster.
Gutbuster, right?
Right, Gutbuster, Thirst Buster, I can't remember. So we go to Circle K and get the drinks. We go back to the hotel, and it's working like a charm. We start off and we're filling up the cup 3/4 full with soda and some rum and whatever else anybody was drinking. But as the night went, the amount of rum grew and the amount of soda shrank until me and Matt were like 5 Thirst Busters to the wind. And I started doing my stupid human tricks. And unfortunately, I had just seen a movie where a guy took a cigar and he reversed the hot end into his mouth and blew smoke out of the end. So I'm like, hey, check out what I can do. So I stick the fucking cigar in my mouth. I blow the smoke. And, that worked out. And as I pulled the cigar out, I'm like sitting there, I'm like, laughing at myself, thinking how great I am. Somebody comes up and goes, Chris, your beard is on fire. I'm like, no, it's not. And they're like, Chris, your beard is on fire. And at that moment, the smell of burning hair, the ash that I had pulled it out, had dropped into my beard and was burning a hole in my freaking beard. Of course, my wife had, again, gone to bed before me.
Nice.
And was not there.
Let me revisit one part of this conversation. Let me be the guy. Chris, your beard is on fire. What did you say?
No, it's not.
No, Chris, your beard is on fire.
No, it's not. Like in a cartoon,
Yes.
and then suddenly
It's
my
duck
beard was on
season.
fire.
Rabbit season.
Yeah, that is, yeah. So that's the kind of fun crap that happens to me when I've been drinking.
You have all those classic stories.
Right. So, anyways, I think we could probably talk for like hours about
Exactly.
how we've been drinking, but
Yeah.
anyways.
It started off as like an informal kind of deal, and then it turned into a podcast.
If you do that, it's gonna sort of screw up the mic.
Edit this part out.
Right.
All right, we're good.
I mean, we've had those incidences where you and I get into it when we're drinking, and there's the one time that at my house I was drinking and
As was I.
stuff turned for the worse, and I'm not going to get into the specifics of turning for the worse, but my brother, you do know the mixed martial arts. You have done this before.
Mm-hmm.
And of course he jumps on me and he fucking starts choking me out. Now, in my mind, being drunk, my brother's choking me out, and I'm the most stubborn a-hole in the entire world. And in my mind, I was thinking and saying to him, you're going to have to kill me. Kill me.
What I heard was, And I'm asking him, are we done? Are we done?
Right. Yeah, and he's my younger brother. I cannot lose to him, but I was losing to him, and I was in my mind like going, I had made the decision. I was so drunk in my mind that I'm like, I'm not going to let him win. He's going to have to choke me out. He's going to have to choke me out because, in the mixed martial arts, you either tap out or you choke out. And, pussies tap out, and, well, I'm a pussy myself, but I cannot lose to my younger brother.
Yes.
So I was like, fuck you, you're going to have to kill me.
Not our
But it was-
finest moment.
But it was more like, like the alien coming out of my stomach.
Yeah, we could just sit here and do friggin' choked out noises for another 10 minutes too.
Well, and I found the video on my computer of the party where I was so drunk that I had the Bacardi 151.
Oh, you still have that video?
Yeah, I still have it. Of course, it's like a cell phone video, and I'm like, sweet, I found this great video of me blowing fire, and I clicked on it, and I'm expecting like a nice size big screen. It's like fucking 1 inch by 1 inch, but it is me blowing the Bacardi 151 doing the circus act.
That was the night, bro, where we went to Walmart
Yes.
to buy ping pong balls to play beer pong, and we were with Robbie Robeson.
Yeah.
Robeson. What's his name? Robbie Jameson.
Right.
Robbie. And we take you into Walmart. Yeah, drunk in Walmart, never a good idea. So Robbie and I are looking for ping pong balls, dude, and all of a sudden we hear, Chris? Yeah? Where are you? Found the tennis rackets. we go around the corner, dude, and it was just Armageddon of tennis rackets, dude. And you just kept going, Robeson, and you couldn't get out of his car. You were like, he had a king cab truck, I think, or something like that, and the
Right.
seat flipped forward, but you did the whole, like, 2-year-old walking down the stairs thing where you bent over and stuck your ass out first,
Right.
and you tried to I don't know what you were trying to do, but you were trying to touch the ground with your toe and you couldn't reach, and you're like, Robeson, I can't get out of your fucking truck, Robeson.
I get like that when I meet new people. When I'm drunk, I will say their names like 100 times over so that I remember it.
Even though you just took the first 3 letters of his first name and the last 3 letters of his last name and just skipped the middleman. Robert Jameson turned into Robeson.
Brevity. I like brevity. So.
We don't need to go with the brevity, dude. You can call me his dudeness. Doodlerino.
All right. Well, I think those are enough drunk stories.
I agree. There's tons.
Right.
But we will be following up with a drunken podcast from Mexico. We might have to do 2. Might have to do a sober kind of, here's us in Mexico.
Right.
And here's Mexico inside us.
Here's Mexico inside us.
Yeah, dude, I went there. Gotta take challenges, man.
All right, man. We'll see what happens. All right, so
Are you
check us out.
Honestly, are we gonna close this?
Yeah,
out?
we got to close it out. Check us out, www.kelserweb.com. PureEvilENT.com is coming, and thank you for listening.
Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next time.